The National Water and Sewage Authority NAWASA is urging the public to acknowledge the current water situation and take a collaborative approach to ensuring water security. Terence Smith, acting general manager at NAWASA, made the clarion call following the announcement of water restrictions set to commence on Sunday, May 12, to prevent water wastage.
The situation has reached a stage where we have very little water left to pump from the Granitang Lake, which augments the supply to the Annandale Water Treatment Plant, which supplies an extensive area, large parts of southern St. George, as far south as Point Celine. So management took the decision, after getting the approval of our board of directors, that the time has come for us to invoke the restrictions in water use that are provided under the NAWASA legislation.
Ms. Denise Burris, NAWASA's corporate secretary and legal counsel, outlined the details of the new restrictions and associated penalties.
In the regulations, you won't be able to fill your swimming pool. Or if you have a man-made pond, fill your man-made pond. But particularly, you won't be able to use your hose to wash your vehicle, irrigate your garden, wash your house. So the use of the hose during this period is restricted. The public must be aware that it is not just you cannot use the water for those purposes and nothing can be done thereafter. This is actually backed by a section in the regulation which says that we can enforce these regulations by making it a criminal offense. So for example, if you are found not in compliance with this regulation, you can be charged, and the penalty is as high as $500 EC, and if you do not pay that penalty, imprisonment for 1 month.
These restrictions, implemented for the first time since 2010, seek to curb any non-essential water use. In the meantime, water tankers will continue to service the areas where they are most required. Jamila Lewis, communications supervisor at NAWASA, urged Grenadians to remain attentive to NAWASA's media platforms to keep abreast of information provided.
So NAWASA has a very active social media platform whereby we post all of our social media, all of our valve regulation schedules, etc. So persons can go on to NAWASA's Facebook page. It's also on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and you would have that information readily available. In terms of the water truck distribution schedule, it varies because, for example, while we may attempt to have water in, let's say, Lansapine today, if when the system is being reopened, you don't have adequate supplies in order to have full distribution to the Lansapine area, we would not be able to maintain that supply to Lansapine and having to draw water from that hydrant in the Lansapine area to get water to you. So in terms of that schedule, it varies. We have at this moment been paying particular attention in the south to the schools, Sicili's government and other schools that have been relying solely on the water truck at the moment because of the shortfalls that we are having.
NAWASA has legal authority to regulate water use during times of scarcity, as outlined in the Water Services Regulations SRO 41 of 1993, subsection 9. This regulation empowers NAWASA to implement necessary measures during drought conditions or other events that lead to reduced water availability. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.